like, that's what, okay, this is really stupid. That's what DAs say and do. Like, that's their job. What do you mean? You can't. One thing that's happening here that's really funny as a counter is like Trump's team of lawyers constantly going on fucking news media and talking about what DAs do all the time. Like, that's their fucking job. Yeah, they're saying, like, we're investigating, which is what they're supposed to do, okay? And that there's enough evidence, it seems, for us to possibly prosecute him and get him. Like, we're going to get him. That doesn't imply that, like, this is... That doesn't imply that there is any sort of, like, wrongdoing on their front. Which is pretty weird because half of the defenses of Donald Trump has been like, well, he did this, but it's, like, not that big of a deal. Which is true, right? And then the other half is like, well, he did this. It's not that big of a deal. He's done way worse shit, which is also true. And then they just immediately go, oh, well, it's really fucked up that you're, like, holding my client holding my client accountable. Like, that's actually pretty fucked up. It says a lot about society, actually.
General of the United States doing press conferences after a search warrant, which is completely unprecedented and unethical. And so what we do is, we kind of shadow the investigations, figure out the actual facts, and find ways to litigate, often under seal, some of the issues that are just rolling through these these heavy-handed investigations into the president. But he's got plenty of resources to bear to fight back.
You noted all the attorneys who are on the team. How many exactly are there? How many attorneys are there representing Trump at this time?
Oh, I don't have an exact
dude.
Number.
Yeah,
sorry.
When you talk,
as many Italians are out there, that's how many fucking lawyers he's got. You fucking kidding me? You asking me a question like that? Every day there's a new Italian in Staten Island that passes the fucking bar. We immediately hire him onto the fucking team over here. Get the fuck out of here.
Trump has continued to attack him. He faced criticism over the weekend after there was a link that he posted on Truth Social that had a photo of Trump holding.
The thing that I do find very funny is, like, Trump has two types of lawyers, okay? One, Italian guys that have been on his team for like 25 to 40 years, okay? And then two, the lawyers that you have to hire because you've literally fucked over every other lawyer in some way, shape, or form from every other, like, high value business, business law fucking corporate law firm. So that's he has, like, he is scraping the fucking bottom of the barrel for some of the worst lawyers you've ever seen.
Holding a baseball bat next to a picture of Alvin Bragg. Is it inappropriate for your client to
and the
post
hot
things
ones,
like
yeah,
that,
he has the hot
attacking
attorneys
district
too.
Attorney, calling him an animal, calling him a racist?
Well, as I understand it, the meme that got retweeted didn't actually have the image until it showed up on Truth Social. So he didn't actually know that there was this base.
Yeah, no, he's been calling Alvin Bragg, a black district attorney, an animal and a thug, like, nonstop, okay? He also calls Alvin Bragg, just like he did with Letitia James, who also happens to be black, a thug or someone who is a anti-white racist, okay? You look like 30-year-old Matthew Calamari. It's true. He fucking does over here. He does. Dude, Matthew Calamari is so powerful. I fucking love him. Oh my God. One of my immediate new favorites in the Trump verse. He's their head. He's the chief operations officer. You know he's beating the shit out of some people at Trump Plaza. Okay? You just know. Yes, his last name is really Calamari. Also, strongest hairline. Possibly better hairline than Ethan Klein, as a matter of fact. I gotta pee.
baseball bat image thing. Look, it's unfortunate that that happened, and there's a lot of room for an emotional reaction from anybody. Any client I have would be angry at this point. But the general concern that President Trump has, and I think it's a very genuine one, is that this is not even just about him. Yes, he's being targeted for political persecution, but this is an attack on the fabric of our system, on the whole presumption of innocence, due process, prosecutorial ethics. I mean, all of this is in play under that category of rule of law. And I'm as frustrated as anyone to see this kind of change in a system that heretofore had been the best in the world.
You're representing Trump on the classified documents matter. Did he still know that there were classified documents still at Mar-a-Lago after a subpoena came to return those documents?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into facts of any investigation that's pending. What I can tell you is,
you can't say whether or not he knew if there were still documents there?
Well, Caitlin, do you really expect that we're going to have that kind of conversation? I think you know better. But the reality is the president has every right. We entrust presidents under the Constitution to know state secrets, to be familiar with these things, to even hold on to documents and determine which ones they're going to hold on to and which ones they're going to give to the archivist. So criminalizing that process was absurd. That's nothing that's ever happened in history. You've got thousands of classified documents sitting in Chicago for the Obama Foundation, no similar treatment. And that's really what President Trump is fighting about, and that's what we're fighting about, is the idea that somehow this whole criminal justice system can be turned on its head because of him. You know, one person gets differential treatment across the board, whether it's criminalizing a civil dispute about documents, whether it's ignoring peaceful words on January 6th, or threading together this ridiculous mystery the least credible witnesses you can imagine in New York. It's only him. He's the only one that gets that treatment, and we're going to fight back hard.
Well, I think it's a fair question to ask, given the Justice Department wanted those documents
so
back.
Fucked
We've
up.
seen the fight that played out. But Jim Trusty, representing current President Trump right now, thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you for your
Thank you very much, Jim Trusty. Okay, this is the last thing that we're going to look at, and then Michael Pence, and we got a lot going on other than the Trump indictment, obviously. And we got the Trash Taste podcast that we're going to take a look at as well. We're going to be reacting to over here later as well. Remember, there's a lot going on today. We fucking gaming?
Damn, this guy's good.